Hey guys, how's it going? It is Margaret, and we are here with our weekly merch talk. And you may have noticed in the little boxes down below, Joe couldn't make it today. He had a work emergency, and so we are joined today by Chris. Chris, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name's Chris, Thrift Shop Hustler, and you might have seen some of my merch videos before, but my channel basically revolves around collectibles and sourcing tips on that kind of stuff, because I know everyone sources clothes and things like that, so my channel is more geared towards collectibles and leveling up your knowledge. But I have a series on merch, and I think that's where you saw me, Margaret, first.
Yeah. Well, that's not exactly first, but you gave me but no, I mean, yeah, you gave me some kudos and a pep talk when some of the Patreon stuff.
Oh, that's right.
So I was like, I really appreciated that. That was really nice. But I did link your channel, Thrift Hustler, down in the in the description box below. So if you guys want to check Chris out, he's over there. So hey, Jeff, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
Are they done with the road work?
Yeah, they didn't do it to my satisfaction, but yeah, they're done.
Oh, okay. You should call the city.
Yeah, I thought they were going to pave the whole street, and all I did is patchwork the pipes they put in.
So I'm going to say hey in the chat, and then we basically are just doing a Q&A today, and then we have just a few things, other stuff to talk about, I guess. But we have Henry and Kristen and Al. Hello. Hi, Turtle Trader, and Tracy's HB Picker, Nevada, Colleen, Jennifer, Turtle Traders, Nancy, and hey, there's Thrift Shop Hustler in the chat. So yeah, how's it going? I guess, how's your week with merch going, you guys? Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Chris.
Just to preface everything, I just started merch in March. I actually had my account in November, but didn't design anything till March. So I was my level was at 25 to start with, so I capped out on that pretty fast, and so my numbers are a little lower. And I did probably about three sales this week so far, which for me is amazing, especially being capped out at 25. I feel that the newer guys at 10 have it so much harder, because you really got to have a quality design to start really getting that momentum going. So that's a tip. Have some really good designs if you're new, if you're capped out at 10.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Because yeah, when I first started that and it was at 25, it took a while to get that ball rolling. And so total props. But my thing is, like, I really like, that's how Joe and I hooked up. Like, not we hook up, that's weird. But how we got, when we first started doing this show, it was just like, we're an odd couple. Like, nobody would have pegged us to do something together, but he just had the passion, and so that's why I was like, oh gosh, maybe you could come on, because I see you doing all these videos and the passion is there, and so that's that's awesome. So how's it going with your stuff this week, Jeff?
It actually is holding steady. I had a little burst of nine shirts for one person on Sunday, but it was been a good week, and I've actually lit a fire under my tush this week, actually, because health-wise it hasn't been a good week, so I haven't felt like doing much. So I kind of would sit here, and I've got quite a few shirts. I mean, most time people look at me, I'm only at 30 shirts and are mad at me because I'm a 500 tier, but I'm up to 78 shirts now, so I got quite a few shirts loaded up this week.
That's good. 9 shirts in one go. I had something similar, but only 5. So what was the shirt?
I can't tell you.
I know.
It's an awareness.
These days, it's just going to slip out.
Nah, it's an awareness niche. So
yeah.
And I don't know. I think maybe it's like the same group, because I've had 3 other bulk buys on this shirt before. One was 24, one was like 15, and maybe they're just getting a few more. So I'm kind of happy about that.
That's awesome. My one that sold 5 in one day, I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday that sold 5, and it was like a spring related shirt, just random. Spring. I guess everybody's ready for spring. So yeah, my sales have been really good. So since we did, and yesterday I did my sales update. So since I did the giveaway, I don't know that if it really ties in, but since I did the giveaway, my sales have Like before that, I was averaging about 3 shirts a day. And now my average is a lot higher than that. I'll have to look and see. But like yesterday, I sold 13 shirts, which is, I haven't done that many since December. So
That's great. That's great.
yeah, I'm really excited.
I did 2 giveaways, and we mentioned in the last one, I did one since last show.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but I got 4 sales within, a few hours of posting that giveaway.
Like a burst. On this one, did you do where they had to tweet out a something, or did they have to follow you on Twitter, or what'd you do?
Both of them I did. They had to tweet out, but the second one I went in and edited the message to include my Twitter handle so I can see. And yeah, I'd log into my Hootsuite every once in a while, and there's tons of the tweets, but I didn't get in. I got a few new followers.
Yeah.
But I try to get them both the best world, because then they can see my handle and follow me if they want.
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting because when I did that, and because I tried it both ways, I got a ton of Twitter followers when I did. You have to follow me on Twitter, but then I know it's not organic or whatever.
Right. I'm gonna do that one next, but I don't want to spend any money this week because it's been a slow eBay sale week. So I'll probably wait the next week before another giveaway.
Cool. All right. So in the chat, doing well, Nancy. Thank you. HB Picker Tracy says she's spending time listening on her birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And Troy's back. Yay, he's missed a few live. Hey, Troy. Traveling Troy's there. Camilla, Kunzi Coons. Let's see. I've got questions, so I'm excited for today's show. Good, good. If you have questions as we go along, I'm going to grab them and drop them into my paper that you can't see, my Google Doc. But I'm pointing at it like you can see it. All right, so let's see. Okay, so before we really get started, I just have to say I've been playing with a new thumbnail for the show, and I was doing this last night, and I was asking Jeff for some other pictures, because I have the one with the antlers, and I was telling him it's really hard to work with these antlers and like on the thumbnail. Okay, so I just want to screen share some of the things that I tried.
Oh.
What should I not?
No, go ahead.
I just want, just for fun,
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, here we go. So where did my screen go? So I got this picture, and I was like, I can't. He looks like he's like creeping around something. So like, okay, I'll stick it behind Joe. And I was like, no, that's not working. And then I tried it again with the antlers. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I tried, but then it's like he's like peeking out from behind us, like he's. I don't know. All your pictures are like I don't know. It was just fun. So these are the ones he sent me to try. Okay, here, work with those, Margaret.
Yeah, you could work with that.
I could work with that. Okay, but then I did this one, and Joe was like, now we look like the Brady Bunch. I'm like, okay, fine, you do it.
I'm okay with the Brady Bunch.
Or like each time maybe I just like change it. And the next week it'll be the Partridge Family or something like that. I don't know.
No Partridge Family.
Can I say one thing, Margaret, real quick?
Sure.
I just noticed that you're really killing it on YouTube when you search merch by Amazon. Like a lot of your videos come up at first. So I think those thumbnails that you're doing like that, the like Brady Bunch kind of style ones, are doing really well in there. So congratulations. Just wanted to let you know.
It's quantity.
Quantity. But you're ranking pretty high up there. And like I said, I think you were one of the first channels that I saw you guys' show, and I can't thank you guys enough, Jeff, Joe, and Margaret. You guys have really helped me out personally. I thought of, because I'm an old graphic designer a little bit from back in the day, and you guys have really sparked my interest back into this. And I can take little pieces of information from you guys, and it's great. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, thanks. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Like, it was really last minute. I was just like, come on.
No, I really appreciate that too. Also, thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. Okay, so we kind of talked about our sales. Have you been doing much else with other print-on-demand sites? I haven't really this week. It's too much.
Yeah, it is a lot, because I do one shirt and I do the shirt, and some shirts I do in a black variation and a white variation, and then I load it to merch, and then I load it to my website in a men's, women's, and a tank top, and I have 2 websites, so I have to do that twice, and then I load it to Teespring, and then I load it to I know I saw the video Printful now integrates with Inktail. I don't know. I never heard of it before, but it's an interesting site, and I'm getting views now, but haven't had any sales yet. So, but the Inktail sells T-shirts, tanks, sublimation T-shirts, sweatshirts, pillowcases, totes, and phone cases.
Wow.
So you just have to load your image once, and then you can boom.
So many
Across all those products.
And so how long does that take you, like, to get that many, like, to get a shirt across all these platforms? Because
it takes me about 15, 20 minutes. And I try to multitask, once, how, because merch can be slow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's really slow on my I use a Safari, and it's really slow. Yeah. So I started the process going on merch. I hop over to Printful to start pushing. I can go through the process in Printful and get 3 styles of T-shirts loaded, and they'll start pushing. And then I can jump over to Teespring and then go back to merch.
Yeah.
So it's about 15, 20 minutes per design. Yeah. And that's why I don't use 10 slots a day, because I get burned out after one shirt. I got to go out and play video games for a while. Relax.
Jeff is the king of multitasking.
Yeah,
sure. I've noticed that.
I'm like, do it. Just do your thing. So have you tried any other print-on-demand sites, Chris?
No, I've just been sticking with merch. For me personally, I have a full-time job, kids, family, and everything. Oh. And so like the eBay thing and the YouTube thing is kind of like a hobby. It's part-time. And I think if I try to jump into those other things, it's just take, like, time is one of the most important things that most of us have. And right. For me, I just don't see the plus. And I mean, I'm probably would do okay, but I just don't have the time for that. I don't.
No, I hear you. Cause I did when we were, a while back when we were talking about a lot more, I tried, I put some things up on Redbubble. I put some things up on Teespring. I think I got like 1 sale on each site. I'm like, I mean, I'm sure if I put more time into it, and I know some people are doing very well with it, which is awesome. But like you say, the time aspect, especially being a mom, stay-at-home mom and everything, it's tough, and then like Monday, I decided I'm going to try to design all my shirts for the week on Monday, 105 shirts, right? I didn't make it. I designed literally, like, as soon as I dropped the kids off, I got home a little before 8. I designed all the way until about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then I got maybe 50 done and uploaded in draft.
I'm so jealous. Like, I wish I had 100 designs that I can upload. That would be amazing.
Well, the thing is, like, I was fried. And then it wasn't even all like each individual 50 individual designs. Some were, like the light with dark, or like just changing the verbiage up some. So there were a number of different categories and things, but it was like 7 of this and 5 of that, and just changing things. But then like having to do the research for the keywords, and because I really wanted them all just ready to go, because over the weekend I get frustrated when I'm having to try to design shirts and do all this stuff when I have the kids home. So I didn't.
You have to kind of be in that mental state too for designing. You can't have all this chaotic stuff going on to really, but I hear you. As soon as I level up, I have some of my most popular shirts. I'm definitely going to kind of do variations on those and change them up for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't do a lot of work on the PODs. I just load the shirts up, and then you can go back later, like when I'm laying in bed at night on the iPad, then I can go freshen up the description or add keywords or tags on some of the sites. I try to load them up as fast as possible and just do it. I'm not spending a lot of time on Teespring or Inktail. I'm just loading the shirts and walking away. I haven't made any sale on any of those except for my own websites, but I haven't made any sales on Teespring except for 1 pair of leggings. So yeah. I'm just doing it to get it out there, and hopefully someday the ball will start rolling.
This is true. Yeah. It
doesn't hurt to have them out there.
So I put the note here for us to talk about our camping shirts. I haven't sold any. I know Joe sold some. Did you sell any of your camping shirts?
I did. One of them was a giveaway, and then I sold. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That was a different shirt. No, just a giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sold mine. I sold one.
You sold it to yourself.
I sold it to myself.
Okay, so I know one of the questions that I pulled from the groups has to do with promoting, but I thought maybe we could talk about that real fast before I jump into the questions. Oh, there's some more questions in the chat. I'll grab them in a second. We're not ignoring you, chats. We'll be there. So have you guys done any promoting, like even from the beginning or now?
I've done, well, not necessarily for Merck, but my own website. I did 2 Facebook campaigns, nothing. And besides that, I tweet every design, I pin them, I Instagram most of them. So I don't know, you tweet a lot. It seems like that's all you do is tweet.
Me?
Yeah, you have an automatic tweeter.
No, I do. I just copy a lot of times what I'm putting up on Instagram, but I don't tweet a lot of my shirts.
Yeah, I know, because I just saying you tweet, because I look in Hootsuite, I have you in one of the groups, a group of people, and it's all your tweets every 3 minutes.
I don't think I tweet that much. Maybe I do.
I feel like Twitter's kind of dying too out a little bit just over the last couple of years. It's like for me personally, it doesn't seem to hit as far as Facebook and stuff like that. I do Facebook ads too, and I do Instagram. I don't share all my shirts because, you guys have heard of all the stolen like images and all that stuff that's been a major problem lately, and it's just kind of, I want to guard more of my popular things. But I use Facebook, and I've noticed some sales from there. Well, I can't correlate it exactly, but I've noticed that when I started to do ads, and I just do them for $1 for a day, and I target. You guys know how to target your audience and things like that?
I have to try it. I haven't done it for shirts. I've done it for something else. So
yeah, I've done a lot of Facebook ads over the last couple months, and I've noticed like the shirts, the engagement is more than anything else as far as like trying to promote my YouTube channel or anything like that. And so I think the main key is you need to, like, if you're doing camping, you need to literally go in and change just the interest to camping, change the age to maybe like over 30, between 30 and 65, because those are the most people that are going to be camping. And you kind of got to really fine tune those ads to really get that engagement.
Yeah. So that's something I have to look into. I haven't, because I guess it was somebody else that was talking about they hadn't really had a whole lot of traction on Facebook, but maybe you just have to do it like you say, make sure you're fine tuning it just right.
Yeah, maybe that should be a future video that I'll do down the road, because I've watched a lot of videos on that, and there's a lot of good information on YouTube, so check that out also.
Right. And as far as mine goes, I haven't done a whole lot of promoting since the fourth quarter, like any kind of paid anyway. I've done, like in the fourth quarter, I did some Pinterest ads, which did okay. And they have like an analytics page where you can see that. But you got to be careful because you can end up spending hundreds of dollars if you don't do it right. And then I've got some Instagram accounts, like genre-based, that I've done. But then again, I haven't done anything really with them lately because there's so many hours in the day, But I've also, what else have I done? I did the giveaway. And then one of the things I think also that stopped me from doing more with the Instagram one was that, like Jeff said, Teespring took away the models, right? Once you have to have 10 sales, because you used to be able to go into the settings and have your shirt put on them, like you can pick a model to have it on, and then that looks a lot better to tweet out or to use for your promotional thing. So, and again, I'm going to talk about Make Merch. I'm not paid by them to show you this, but I did create, oh gosh, I always forget what it's called. What do they call it?
Lifestyle image.
Lifestyle image, right. So I did create one for a shirt that I made. I'm going to share a shirt, and I linked it below if you like it. But okay, ready? If you're scared of clowns, cover your eyes.
Oh goodness.
Okay, here we go. So here's a shirt that I put on one of the lifestyle images, and it says, "Trust me, I'm a clown."
That's actually really cool.
So I made a few different ones from, yeah. So this I can take and like tweet it out and put the link, or, you know, Instagram.
Right, and I love the fact that you did all the backgrounds. I was doing that too, and I noticed that when you put the shirt and incorporate it with backgrounds and something fancy like that, it really gets more engagement for sure.
Yeah, and I went through because they have different backgrounds. He's got different backgrounds you can choose. But since the shirt was so like colorful and everything, I didn't want to pick one that was, I don't know, contrasting, I guess. But then this one's kind of creepy because it's like, why has he got all these like ropes and stuff? And okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, you made the image. You made the design in Make Merch too, right?
I did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was having an issue with uploading my own design and making it view right. So I gave up. I'm just gonna make my own.
Yeah, I went in there, and this is one of those that, again, I'm not being paid by Make Merch to plug them, but like I was just in there looking at the new, you know, they keep on adding, because they're in beta or whatever, they're adding more images, right? And so I was looking to see what was there, and I just saw that and I was like, oh, that maybe would make a fun shirt, and then just kind of ran with it. And I made, I don't know, like 6 different variations basically. Now I forget. Oh yeah, but that was what I was thinking. Okay, well, those models are gone from Teespring, so this is another option for being able to promote your shirt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy some mock-ups off one of my vector sites and
Do your own.
Those before because I had, like I said, I have a bunch of shirts I did. I need to start promoting them on Instagram, but last few I just did with a white background, and like I said, don't get as much likes or interaction with the white background.
And this one's got, oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, switch it up, Jeff. See if that works. Do you use Illustrator or Photoshop or both?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Mainly Illustrator because I like vector.
Yeah, vector because you can resize it without any loss of detail.
Yes, Margaret.
What?
Vector.
I know. Randy keeps saying he's going to do a video with me and show me how to vectorize things, but
I can't figure it out, Margaret. I've been doing this for many years, and every time I go and try to learn Illustrator, I'm just like, I'd rather do it in Photoshop. But there's definitely vectors, definitely a plus. And for those that don't know, vectors, like, isn't it, Jeff, where there's like there's no pixels?
Yeah, it's not pixel. It's mathematics. It's formulas. Right. So you can resize it without any loss of quality. Mm-hmm. Or in Photoshop, it's pixel based, and if you enlarge a pixel, it becomes pixelated and fuzzy and icky. So yeah, I mean, I grew up on Photoshop. I'm a photographer for the past 15 years and retiring this year. And last year or 2 years ago, I started picking up Illustrator for my vinyl business. And I buy a lot of my, I won't say full designs. I buy vector elements and put them together. So I know enough to be dangerous. And if I don't know something, YouTube's there to show me.
Oh, I didn't know you did vinyl. I'm gonna actually probably hit you up because I do a lot of airbrushing, and I need like specific like things printed out for what do you call it? Not masking. Templates, not masking, but I can't even think of it right now. Stencils. Like I use a lot of like vinyl stuff for stenciling and things. So I'm gonna hit you up, man.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay, in the chat, I'm going to come back to the vector thing, but some people were talking about vectors in the chat. Nevada doesn't think Twitter's dying, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. For me, it is. I don't know.
Hi, Sierras. Hello. Okay, I'm not skipping your question. I'm coming back to those, but there were some people talking about vectors and things that were good. Okay. Kristen was talking about you can create vectors in Adobe Capture for free on iPhone. And I know Mike Peterson was just talking about that in one of the groups, Merch Minds maybe, on Facebook. And Nevada says, check out Gravit, Gravit, Gravit Designer. It's free and great for vectors. She says she's still trying to learn it. So I'm going to share, I drew like on a paper this catfish, like a kawaii like catfish that I wanted to put on this shirt. And my husband was able to take it and like vectorize it so you couldn't, because drawing lines looks like drawing lines. So I'm going to share it. Let's see.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Illustrator is you can actually put in a line drawing and it'll actually digitize it.
Yeah, so he was able to like make the lines look like normal lines.
I saw that on Pinterest.
Did you?
I was scanning Pinterest either last night or the night before.
I haven't pinned this in forever. I drew that.
I saw that. And I was going to go, oh, I'm going to steal that.
Shut your face.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
It was cool.
Now I got a question, Margaret. Are you able to bend the fonts over to kind of wrap around the top with your program?
No.
You can't do that with the program?
Not
you can in
in
Illustrator.
Yeah, I can't do it in PicMonkey. So I just after Randy did that, I took the image and put it back into PicMonkey where I'm comfortable.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it would look better curved. I know.
See, that's something I didn't know how to do. I knew in Photoshop it's really easy to do. In Illustrator, it's actually kind of easy to do once you learn it. But that's something I had to go to YouTube and watch a couple of videos the first couple times to learn how to curve text.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's like it's within the text module. It should be up on the top of your bar when you just be able to like, and it's really intuitive too. It like Jeff said, it's super easy. And Margaret, if you do, do you have a PC or a Mac?
Mac.
I'm gonna start there. Mac. Yeah. You might be able to find I found an older version of Photoshop. I think it was like CS2 or CS5 or something like that for $20. And it was like literally the whole suite. So it came with like everything on eBay. So definitely look to see if you can find older versions of Photoshop, because pretty much the basics have been the same across the board.
I'm going to, and the thing is,
my affiliate.
What's that? I know.
Hush, I'm trying to get you to click my affiliate link and get Adobe.
Yeah, you can actually like rent it out too. I heard like there's like a licensing for a month, so that's new to me. That's cool. You can do that also, I guess.
I think that's what Yang does. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
my husband actually has it. Do what?
It's semi-cloud based now and subscription based. And I pay I think $30 or $40 a month. But for that $40, you get every Adobe program there is.
Right.
Do you get After Effects and all the video stuff?
All that. You get all that gear
nice.
For videos, and so yeah, it's not that expensive. And sell a couple of shirts and pays for it. Yeah, you sold 13 shirts. You can afford it.
Me?
Yeah.
I need a new computer. My MacBook Air is like, it's good, but I think I need like the Pro. you know.
Bonafide Hustlers in the chat. Rockstar guy.
Hey Chris, how's it going? Okay, I'm trying to keep up. Okay, let me jump into the questions that we've got so far, because there's a bunch of questions in the chat too. We're already 30 minutes in. Boy, this is going good. Okay, so over on Facebook, Kristen asked, do you have any suggestions for getting more organic views through Teespring? I got my first sale there about a week ago. I can't speak to that. Jeff?
Organic, I don't make sure your description, when you first load your shirt up, it doesn't ask for tags. So you got to go back and re-edit the shirt, and there's a space for tags there. So that's why I say I load my shirts up fast, because I get lazy, and then go back afterwards and refine your description, refine your title, and add tags, just like merch. It's going to get picked up by Google, and if you have all that stuff in there.
Yeah.
So organically, that's about all you can do, and start running Facebook campaigns, I guess.
Okay, and then Jody over on Facebook also asked, do any of you guys have a Shopify store account? Why or why not? I'm considering it. I'm at the 25 tier with a bunch of designs. I also have an Amazon seller account that's doing nothing. I got it before merch. Thank you. I don't. I've been looking at it off and on, trying to figure it out, but it might take me a while to get there. Do either of you guys have a Shopify? No.
The only reason why I don't is money. It costs $30 minimum a month to do Shopify. I'm considering doing it because, like I said, I have two websites. I have my vinyl site, which also sells t-shirts and other stuff, and then I have a dedicated t-shirt site, but I use WordPress and WooCommerce. I'm thinking about taking the t-shirt site and switching it to Shopify, because Shopify has buyable pins, it has buyable Facebook posts, and it integrates with Amazon. easier than Printful does. So
Are you saying viable or buyable?
buyable. Clickable. Put the buy button right on your pin.
Oh, buyable. Okay.
Yeah, buyable. Purchasable.
Purchasable. I'm from the
So
South, so it sounded kind of like you're saying
integrates with Pinterest and Facebook and makes it easier for people to buy from you. So those are highlights I like, and I just gotta push myself if I want to spend another $30 a month on something. Maybe
Yeah.
cancel some of the other things I'm spending money on.
For me, I haven't used Shopify yet. I've heard of it. I heard it's actually going up in kind of traffic and everything. So it's something people should look into. I do a bunch of art. I like repaint custom toys and things like that. And I think for me, that would be more viable as a Shopify to have like, you know, a storefront. Like I'm old school. I'm able to go and do like HTML in my website and do the PayPal links and everything. But Shopify literally just makes it so simple for you just to set up a pop-up shop online and just sell whatever you have. So for me, I'm going to look into it, but for now it's been a time thing.
Yeah.
Shopify, Printful, which is the POD I speak of a lot, and I love them. Printful is the one of the most popular apps for Shopify. Integrates right into it. So if you want to take your designs and sell them as tank tops, women's tee, well, they have women's tees on merch, but you know, other things.
Yeah.
Printful has like 24 different items you can sell with your artwork, and that all works with Shopify and works just like merch. You don't have to do anything.
Cool. And again, it's going to take me a while. You know, it's just getting my website. Jeff helped me start working on getting my website switched over. I can work on it for a little bit, and then I have to leave it, and then I work on it a little bit and leave it. So it's a mess still, but that's how it works. Like I'm learning about Shopify, and then I leave it, and then I learn a bit more. Then I.
Well, I want to say something real quick. Everyone that's making websites today in this day and age has it so easy. In the 90s, when I had to make a site, I had to learn HTML code, and let me tell you, when you have to build a site with just code alone, it was such a nightmare. So the drag and drop features they have now are so amazing.
Oh
I
yeah.
used to do web design in the prehistoric days too.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
never be doing it ever. Ever.
I still do code with WordPress too, and it just gives me a headache after half hour.
Oh my gosh. See, and my husband does this kind of he's a graphic designer, web designer, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, Ran. But yeah, like he starts talking code and I just, okay, anyway. All right, so next question. Here we go. Okay, this one has to do with Amazon giveaways. I'm trying to figure out if we already answered it. Patty says, I watched your video about Amazon giveaways and pretty much understood the process. I'm just wondering about more ways to promote. Okay, we talked about that. All right. Kristen said, do you have any suggestion? Oh gosh, I must have clicked that one twice, or else she put it out there twice. Okay. Same Kristen. I got to thank Jeff for talking about Inktail on his YouTube channel. I haven't gotten any sales yet, but I'm glad to know of a new POD site. So what is Inktail? Because I just think whale tail, and I don't think it's the same thing.
No, I don't know. It's just a new POD. I didn't know about it until Printful sent me the email that they now integrate with Inktail. So I go, cool. And I clicked over, and it's just another. So if you're using the Printful integration, Printful is not going to do your products. Inktail is going to do them. So that's kind of weird, but it's just a way to push your artwork that you already have loaded up. But they, like I said, they sell tees, tanks, sweatshirts, pillowcases, phone cases, and then they have sublimation, which is an all-over design. So if you have like a big pattern, you can do that on t-shirts. So it's pretty cool. I like it. It's really clean. The only thing I can say bad about right now is you can't preview your design with the color of the shirts.
Yeah.
But they do offer a lot of colors. And I don't know what style t-shirts are selling at. That's something I need to look into.
I'm just happy they stopped drilling next door. There was like, when we went live, there was literally someone like drilling a hole through the wall next door. I live in a duplex, and it was just like, what the heck's going on?
Me too. Again, sorry in the chat if I miss saying hey to you. I see that Lindsay's there, and Chicago Crown Hustlers come in, and you guys, Bonafide Hustlers there. He said, interesting talk on Shopify. Just opened my other company today, and it will involve private label and Shopify. And Kunzi Kun says, She likes the guests and talking more about merch. Yay. And okay, so let me jump back to the questions. I'm trying to go in order, first from Facebook and stuff, and then into the what we have here. Kathy says, I think I'd like to do merch, but I'm not sure how to get started. Is it through Amazon? Yes, it is. If you just are, and this thing, a lot of people have just gotten approved. My sister just got approved, and so she's really excited. She's actually going to come next week, and we're going to do some beginner Q&A type videos where she will be the student and I will be the teacher. And luckily she's my sister, so I can wrap her over the knuckles with a ruler and not get in trouble.
As a side note, I want to say that it's cool that they're letting in people like super fast. I heard the new people that are applying, they're getting literally approved in like a day or two.
And Randy has applied since then, and I just have to say he's still not approved.
Oh man! So okay, so then there must be something with the algorithm going on with that, because it took me in November last year 2 weeks to get approved, and back then even people were like, "I can't believe you got approved that quick." So maybe it's just they just literally take names out of a hat or something.
He's flagged. I'm just I think he's been flagged.
Your last name.
As a troublemaker. I'm gonna go sign in and see if he's been approved yet. I know most of the people watching probably know, but he kept trying to log in or create his brand name, and he wanted it to say Test Tees was his brand name. Did you know this? Yeah. So is he in? What is this? Hang on. Nope, he's not in. Okay, never mind. Back to the request page. I was like, Randy, they're not going to let you in. They're not going to let you be tested.
Does he have like 10 designs already ready to go?
No, but I will. Like I did for my sister.
Oh, okay.
She's like, what do I do? Oh my gosh, I don't want to lose my account. Ah.
Yeah, the videos with you and your sister are classic. You definitely got to do more of those. Your little thrifting adventures.
I still have the part 2 of our ride along. I haven't finished putting up, but and this is the thing. When I get together with her, I think I'm kind of funny a little bit sometimes. I'm speechless. Like I can't even with some of the stuff she says and does.
Yeah, I have a brother who's 3 years younger than me, and it's the same thing. Like I think I'm pretty funny sometimes, but when we get together, it's like the police are called usually.
Okay, so this is totally off topic. So maybe I shouldn't mention it. But in the other half of the video, see my sister and I are not technically blood related, which is why we don't, she's adopted and stuff. So she's part Japanese. And so in part of it, she's got this like Asian hat on. And I'm like, this is so bad. This is so not PC, hun. And she's like, what? I'm Japanese. I'm like, okay. Anyway, moving forward. She just has no filter. She has no care. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so Jenny says, how long or what does it take to get more than 10 listings? Why don't you answer that, and I'll try to stop being embarrassed.
Sell. I don't know what it used to be that after you sold 10 shirts, you're bumped up to 25, and you sell 25, you're bumped up to 100 or 50 or whatever it was. But right now, I don't know what it is, because I have over 600 sales, and I'm still at 500 here, but I haven't even used 100 yet, so I'm not that worried.
Yeah.
I heard that was a thing. So you're saying that when I get to 25 sales, it's not going to automatically bump up to 100?
It doesn't automatically do it anymore.
Oh, man. Okay.
I think it's like a big sweeping, they'll do a bunch of people at one time kind of deal.
I think they're taking other things into consideration now as well. Like me, I haven't used 100 yet. Why bump me up to 1,000?
Yeah, I wish Amazon was more transparent about certain things. Do you agree? Like, it's just like sometimes you wake up and you're approved, you wake up and there's something wrong, and you're just like, well, what happened here? And they totally flip the script on everyone every once in a while, even with like FBA and stuff off topic. But it's just crazy. I just wish they were a little bit more transparent about some of the merch stuff.
Yeah. So Jeff, you're at 1,000 now?
No, I'm still at 500, but I've sold over 600 shirts.
Okay,
So
yeah.
But I have not been bumped 1,000. So that's why I say I think they may be taking other things into consideration. Like I haven't used even 100 slots yet. Maybe after I get over 100, I'll get bumped up. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've sold well over 1,000. I've sold, what's that? 1,225 shirts is what it says so far.
Wow, that's crazy, Margaret. That's so awesome. That's so cool. I think that's what motivated me too, is when I saw your videos and you were just killing. I'm just like, wow, that is so amazing.
But that's what I feel like. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I have zero design background.
I didn't want to say that, but you said it.
I did. I'm serious. That's why I'm just like, I'm sure Jan.
And I think what's cool is you inspire a lot of people, and I think that's awesome. And like you said, if you can do it, anyone can do it. I mean, like I said, I was inspired by your videos, and so I'm here from that. So
Yeah,
thanks again.
A girl can do it. I can do it.
Oh, whoa, he went there. No, he didn't
A
go there.
Texan even. So yeah.
He had a Texan president at one point. Just saying.
Yes, I supported him.
He wasn't exactly Texan, was he? He was really from Maine. How'd that happen? But that's a whole nother topic. How did he get a Texan accent? Nobody else in his family had one, right? Anyway.
Yeah. There's okay, 2 rules. There's no crying in baseball, and there's no politics in merch.
Okay.
Unless you're designing shirts.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, I was like, politics do really well.
My best shirt was politics until they took it down.
Me too. Me too. But mine didn't get taken down.
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't exactly politics talk. That was just accent talk. Okay. Yeah, I think, let's see, another question about Jennifer says, I can't seem to get out of the 25 tier. I think, oh gosh, what did I do? I think that my shirts are too off the cuff instead of focused on something. But I think part of it is that you have to sell a certain amount. I mean, is this all speculation?
I think it's beyond speculation about you have to sell a certain amount.
Yeah.
That was a rule. And I've heard other places when you're on the low tiers like 10 or 25, you really need to keep your niche more broad and current, so trending. So those will sell rather than long tail niches. Like I have awareness shirts, those are a little more niches. So you want to do more trending shirts so they may sell faster until you get more slots. Then you can do more niche stuff. But and then rotate things out that aren't selling. Don't wait for Amazon to remove them. If they're not selling and you have something you think will sell better, remove it yourself and load up another one.
I got a newbie question, guys, real quick. Could you change the prices once you set them?
Yes.
Because I haven't really figured that out. Is that just in the module?
You go to your T-shirt and click edit, and then you can change your title. You can change anything there.
Because a lot of my earlier shirts are like $19.99. I sell a couple of them here and there, but I know I could sell more if I dropped it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been finding out sometimes, because that's what I did when I started. I did everything at $14.99, $15.99, and if they start selling, then I raise them. And I've gone away from that now, and I'm just starting everything at $17.99.
That's a good tip.
You can go up from there, because when you go cheap, people think cheap, and
yeah,
it maybe not worth it. So I don't know. Play with that as you will. But yeah, you can click edit, change your price or whatever, but be a little careful because it goes through the review process again. And
no
A
kidding.
couple of shirts that I raised the price on, and they removed it the second time around for some reason.
That's a great tip.
But it's still selling.
Isn't that funny how that happens? I've had a couple do that too.
It's selling at the original price, so it's like they refused my price range raise, but it's still up there. But it doesn't show up in my it shows up as removed, but I'm still getting sales.
And you're getting profits from it still.
I'm still getting the profits from it, and I'm not going to say a damn thing.
No, well, you just did.
Well, yeah, Amazon's not listening though. I hope.
You think? We think. What was I going to say? I have to reiterate what Jeff said about, if you're on the 10 slot, because I think it was Sherry last week that was saying, I'm just waiting for them to take down and then I'll re-upload. And I'm like, no. Like what you say, if you've got some that you create a better shirt, take one down, keep it to the side. You can re-upload it later if you want, but keep, rotating things around. And like for my sister right now, I put up, shirts for her, and I'm in a rush. So I did put up the light and the dark, but I wouldn't recommend that. So when I go to her, to help her today, I'll probably have her, take down one of those and let's put up a different shirt. So you've got 10 fresh different shirts. not. Once you get to a higher tier, for sure, it's try putting the light in the dark and the dark in the light.
That's what I'm doing now. And then, like you said, don't be afraid once you get more slots to re-upload the ones you or Amazon removed. I've had shirts that been removed twice and then finally sold on a third time. And I'm in the process now of using some of my slots each day to re-upload.
Yeah.
I got 500 slots. What do I have to lose? I'm just going to throw them back all up there.
I got like 500 slots, no problem.
Well, for me, I mean,
no, I hear you.
Young and do 25 to 100 shirts a day.
I got another quick question for you. What's the highest tier you guys have heard of so far?
I mean, Glenn is like at 4,000 or 8,000 or something. It was redonkulous.
Yeah, I heard of 8,000. And you know what? Nevada Gutierrez in the chat actually brought up a cool point about the new colors that just came out. So that's really a crazy thing that just happened too. And so, a lot more cool designs could be made with the pink and the purple and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. And I have a question. Go on.
I was going to say, I was thinking about this last night because I like some of the new colors, but you still can only do 5. So I was wondering, and I think I've seen some people do it, you can do the same design twice, so you have 10 colors.
Oh, wow. That's actually a really cool hack. Yeah, that's a great
I'm
tip.
not sure if that's against the rules or not, but I have seen a couple shirts like that.
I don't think it would be.
Yeah, I had someone ask me that, are you going to go through and edit some of your shirts to change out the 5 colors? And I was like, no. What I did is I went through the last 3 months on my merch, and analyzed, looked at my most popular shirts, and then, pulled those designs, and I uploaded them again with those new colors. So they would be up there twice. Even if it's a dark design on a light shirt, the design would be there twice just to incorporate all the colors. I am hoping that Amazon realizes people are doing this and will allow us to have 10 shirt colors, because it's going to take up so much more space on their platform.
I like the heather colors, because Printful has a bunch of the heather colors, a lot more than Amazon does, and I like those styles myself.
I really hope that they start letting us choose more colors, because they've got to see that happening. I can't be the only one doing it.
Yeah, heather colors are great for that. When you get your font and then you put like one of those like worn filters on it, and it kind of looks like it's been distressed and everything. Those are great for those.
Yeah,
because you can't go back to your old shirts, edit it, and put new colors on it, because it won't. I don't think it shows up. You can only do it on new uploads. It shows the new colors.
Because I didn't try. I thought, I don't know if I can go back and do that.
Yeah, because I remember reading they mentioned that it only shows on new uploads.
Okay. I'm gonna go look. But yeah, you're probably right. So, okay. I'm looking at our questions. And again, in the chat, I'm trying to catch up. Okay. Lindsay says, I'm curious if people are even seeing my shirts. Is the only way to see activity on them by running a promotion? I'm so used to seeing views on eBay, so I'd naturally like to see that on merch. I don't know of a way to see views.
There is one way. I mean, not through the module, but here's a little trick that I learned watching YouTube videos on marketing. Is you can go into like not Biddy, but you can go to like short URL through Google, and if you make an Amazon affiliate link, you can actually track how many clicks it gets, and you can do that for every one of your shirts. But it's not through the Amazon app, so you don't know how many views it's getting. But it's just another way to kind of not monetize, but kind of statistically track those numbers is through a short URL.
Huh. Where would you have to keep that short? Like,
it's actually on the website. So if you Google short URL and you use the Google one, there's lots of them, but if you use the Google one and you put in your affiliate link, which is also a good tip, and people might not know that, use affiliate links if you want to try to sell your shirts, because you get double like the percentage or whatever. But anyways, so if you go in there, it actually saves them all. So you can go back into that short Google URL, whatever it is. It's almost like Google Docs. You can go in there and you can look through all your short URLs, and you can see the clicks that they got.
But what I'm saying is, where will they be clicking this short URL from? Like if somebody was
right, and so that's the thing. So it's like it comes back to advertising. So if you put it on a Facebook, like make a unique one for Facebook, and then you can track how many people went through Facebook. Make a unique one for Twitter, and then you can track to see how many people clicked through Twitter. And then you can gather all that information and see what's working for you and what's not, and then focus your kind of energy into where that advertising is working.
Yeah. See, I've done that I've done like a Pinterest one and an Instagram one, so I can see which way it's coming from. But yeah, I don't know, like if it's just random people, like just organic people on Amazon, I don't think there's any way to just see.
You can't track organically.
Yeah, no, you can't. But Pinterest is actually a really good place to advertise too. I've done advertising with Pinterest, and I've sold a few shirts through there for sure.
Okay, let's see. Thread to Toe, Margaret, do you subscribe to any vector or clip art sites for good selections? I have a subscription to Graphic Stock, which is okay. And then most of everything else I use is public domain, mostly. Do you guys subscribe? What?
What was the question?
Oh, so do you subscribe to any vector or clip art sites?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not big time enough for that yet.
I got to start budgeting myself. I have one that's a subscription, and one it's just pay per whatever, and I've been spending too much money there. I'm gonna limit to myself to $30 a week or something.
Oh, that's good. Colleen asked, do you draw with a mouse trackpad or do you have a drawing tablet? I use
Tablet.
You have a tablet?
Yeah, I use a tablet. From photography, I do this for touch-ups, and I've had it for 10 years, and I don't know what a mouse is anymore. I mean, I have the trackpad for when I need to scroll and stuff. But
What do you use, Chris?
I use a mouse. I'm a caveman.
Yeah, me too. A mouse. Mine is like cordless, right?
Yeah, at least you got that going for you for sure. So do I. But yeah, so like if you're really starting to get into this, definitely. Have you guys heard of like I think they're called Cliniques or Cliniques or?
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah. Now those go for like $1,000, but my wife used to work for Disney, and a lot of the animators and stuff, they use a lot of that stuff. So if you can afford between $1,500, you can get used ones for. You can actually draw on the screen, and they're actually great.
Very cool. Okay, so in the chat, I'm going to go try to catch up in the chat. Quincy Kuhn says, pessimistic, the like button. I guess that it got corrected for her. Press the like button. I thought it was funny, though. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Okay, there was a question about best video to watch for making T-shirts on Illustrator. I have watched some, but some of them forget what it's like to be a beginner, and they just like shoot right over your head.
Right.
But I have watched... Traveling Choice says Mike Peterson Treasure Gnome on YouTube has some Illustrator where he's going through. Jeff, you have some too?
Yeah, I have some. I think I have one or two, and then I talk about Printful and merch on how to use the templates, Amazon merch template.
Well, there you go. The link is below, folks, for Jeff's channel, and you can go through there. And I'm gonna actually check it out. I haven't seen Jeff's channel yet, and so go down there and you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you can learn Illustrator, Amazon has an awesome template for the T-shirts where you can you can view your T-shirt in the different sizes, the styles, and all the colors.
Okay. All right. I'll get there. Amelia says, how do you know if you're approved to merch? I applied months ago. You just go in and double check. My sister didn't get an email. She said she just happened to go in. Yeah. Richard said, Randy's answers are probably wrong. Go over it again. I know I'm really behind in the chat and trying to get, well, maybe I'm not that far behind. It just jumped. Oh, gosh. Now it really jumped. I don't know what happened. If you have another question you really want answered, drop it back into the chat because it just really flew and I don't see anything else now.
Well, I got a really quick question if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
What do you guys do about stolen designs? Being like someone who's not like a design that's not copyrighted, like not a business or anything, but what do you guys usually do?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I kind of decided to do.
I mean, if I never had it happen, and if Amazon has an easy way to report it, I might report it. But beyond that, I don't. I just move on. I don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. Probably has happened. I don't know about it.
I haven't seen any. I mean, somebody, who was it? And then one of the groups said you know, go type in Amazon one of your shirts, because Teespring people are copying and they're not even bothering changing anything. And so I typed in a couple of mine just in Amazon. I didn't find anything. But I think they're going to go after people that are really selling a lot of shirts. Like they're going to copy selling shirts, like popular shirts, you know.
Well, Teespring, sites like Teespring, Shopify, they all have a copyright link usually at the bottom for a DMCA notice, which is Digital Millennial Copyright something. And all you have to do is fill that form out and send it in. So if I saw my design on one of those sites, I probably would go ahead and fill out that DMCA notice. But beyond that, I don't go looking.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's definitely something I got to look into for sure.
My time's better spent.
Exactly. And you have like 500 designs. So if someone lifts one of your designs, you're like, I got like 499 more. So I hear you what you're saying. And I have 25 and I'm kind of feeling that mentality too, unless it was like something that was branded for my art or something like that. Like then you would probably go after whoever it was.
Right. Or if it was a huge seller or something, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends, but more than likely I just move on and use my time elsewhere to make more better designs.
Absolutely.
More likely playing video games though.
Okay, so we have like 2 minutes. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, go over there and like the video. And I want to thank Chris for coming on last minute. I just messaged him, was like, hey.
No, it was really nice to meet you guys. And I've seen you guys' videos for a while now. And I got the message and I was jumping up and down with joy. And I always wanted to talk to Jeff because he seems like he's got a lot of knowledge. He's kind of like an old school dude like me too. So we could definitely bounce stuff off. And Margaret, you're a sweetheart and I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Anytime.
She's be alone with me.
No. It's just nice to have another perspective. Like we know, like everybody knows our perspectives on
stuff.
Yeah,
and the thing is, like, I'm brand new, so I bring a total different perspective to the chat too. So
fresh meats. Yeah, absolutely. So I really enjoyed it, and I appreciate you coming on and hanging out.
Thank you.
All right, and thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.